Rangers were at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, the second of four between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Zach Eflin gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Farr ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 29 home runs for him on the year. And the Royals have opened this up now to 5-0.
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Farr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. This at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Farr will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. First delivery to him on the way. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Line drive to center field. Hayes is right there, 1 down. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Matt Duffy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Farr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Farr takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Ready for another shot now, Jurickson Profar. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Sharp ground ball to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-4 the final in this game. Kansas City sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Johnny Killian earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Zach Eflin struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 10 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5.
It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. Merle McGee makes his big league debut right after this. Merle McGee steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say, breathe in, breathe out, and try to enjoy the first big league experience. Boy, he was awfully good in his last one, only allowing 2 hits and pitching deep into the game in his last start to pick up the win. It'll be interesting to see if he can do that in back-to-back outings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. There to play it is Profar, and there are 2 away. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. To the left side, Farr. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Striding in once again, Farr.
Farr.
First offering on its way. Bullet back up the middle. Zagunis has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Ready once again, Farr.
Farr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay, and he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only one gone.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
Digging in once again, Henry Ibarra, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. High chopper towards first. He's got to hurry, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Andrews.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Hot shot down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitch.
Ready for another chance? Farr.
Farr.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 31 for him on the season. And it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride it. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-5, how today's come. Afternoon baseball now from the heart of Texas and Globe Life Park in Arlington. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. It's Rangers baseball next. Merle McGee is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
In now the power-hitting outfielder, Nomar Mazara. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Hard to third. Farr is up with. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Rob Farr. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And patrolling.
Digging in to try it again. Rob Farr. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First offering on its way. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. So next to the plate for Texas, Miguel Andujar, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. The third, Farr is there. And there's one down now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the throw in gets away from him. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And as we take a look there at the Kansas City team leaders in that category, he's currently second best on this Royals ball club. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Runner back safely. Hard hit toward the hole. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. But the feed to third is offline. And they're going to get him at home plate here, as he may have been trying to bite off a little. Digging in and looking for more, Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. So striding forward now, Rob Farr, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Chopped weakly to the left, and that's the first out.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially
Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. The two men you see there go head-to-head. Coming up next. Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he hit the magic milestone, career win number 100. Listen, when you get into professional baseball and you start racking up wins, the first goal is usually number 100. That's a nice, even number to begin your career.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Rob Farr. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. He's set. Here it comes. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
To a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Digging in the switch hitter, James Hewitt. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The 1-2.
Here you go, make the turn, make the turn.
Down the line and fair, that's a hit. Now a long throw to third. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Motter has a play. And that's the second out of the inning. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. If you want to see confidence, look at him. There's a swagger about him. I'll tell you, I'd have swagger too if I was leading the AL in average, home runs, and RBIs. Basically, he's the best player in the league, and he carries himself like it too.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Ronald Calzado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lifted in the air out to center field. Tilson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. KC leads this one 2-0. Up next for Chicago, Taylor Motter, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Working for the punch out and the offering to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. White Sox pick up just the 1. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Royals are on top 2-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rob Farr. He reached on a single in his first try. Stroman comes set. First pitch on the way. Left side. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Hit back up the middle. Moncada gloves it on to first, and there were 2 down. And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. He popped out in his first trip. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Now at the plate, James Hewitt, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the stretch, runner goes for second. Pitch outside, the throw. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Into right field, that's a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Now at the plate, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. 32 now for the season, and it's given the Royals a 3-1 lead.
And this is big right here. It's one thing to be winning late in the game, but going up by 2 runs makes a huge difference. Now their bullpen doesn't have to be perfect, just good. Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Miguel Almonte wins his 3rd of the season. Marcus Stroman pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking. Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball is next. Ronaldo Lopez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center.
Come on, go hard, you're scoring. Go hard.
Almora is on his way home. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
So here's the Royals DH, Henry Ibarra. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Ibarra.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. McClellan is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Long throw to the plate. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Now to the plate, Rob Farr. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you can see there, he's currently leading the Royals in that category. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Henry Ibarra. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. McClellan on the move, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Royals leave 1. They're up 2-0. Ready now for the White Sox, Charlie Tilson. It was a walk in his last trip. Trying to send him packing for the second time. One's down to third. Farr. Throw in time and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. Royals out in front 2-0. So striding in, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Rob Farr, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hard liner towards short. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Striding forward now is the DH, Henry Ibarra. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. No. Not in time. He's in there at second. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Heading out towards shallow right. McClellan on the move. Uh-oh, he whips on it. And he's in safely at third, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, that doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score. Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The Kansas City Royals took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Eric Skoglund earns win number 4 on the season. From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Stay tuned. White Sox baseball is next. Lucas Giolito will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Stepping in, Rob Farr comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now a ball hit high and fairly deep down the left field line. This ball has a chance and gone for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 33 on the year, and the Royals have cut the deficit now to 2-1.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Into the box, Nathaniel Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit hard down the line, and he'll save a throw and get the third himself. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Digging in, Rob Farr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. Skied into very shallow right. McClellan has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. At the plate, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Granite is going to have room out there. Stepping up to the plate, Rob Farr. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left as they pull within one here. It's now a 5-4 game. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into, well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Andreas Pineda gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready now, Brady Bryant, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Chopped weakly to the left. Lindor on the grass, and they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
And that's one of those plays.
So digging in now, Rob Farr. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to short. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Brantley is under it. He's got it 1 away. And they will not try anything here, so the bases remain loaded with 1 away.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Mark Barker, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. The 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Ready for another chance? Rob Farr. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Hit out towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark.
Hey, he's good.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in to try it again, Henry Ibarra, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday night baseball on the show after this. Into the box now, Rob Farr. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Charlie Culberson. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lindor is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Farr. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the left side. To his right, Culberson. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Striding in for the Indians, Michael Brantley. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on it. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2.
At the plate, Charlie Culberson. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Peralta pauses. 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Cleveland posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Danny Salazar earns win number 4 on the season. Andreas Pineda is tagged with the loss despite giving up only 2 unearned runs. Archie Bradley hammers down the save, his 12th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For Kansas City, 3 runs on 10 hits.
We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. The Indians have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Andres Machado, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Striding in, Rob Farr.
Third baseman, Rob Farr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan. Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Henry Ibarra. He singled his last time up.
Henry Ibarra.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. His line to left. In there, a base hit. Oh, and he botches it. The throw to third, and he's safe. Leading off the inning, Rob Farr, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Rob Farr.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th. So he finds the hole into left to pick up his second base hit of the afternoon. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Striding in once again, Henry Ibarra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Bryant is there, 1 out. Stepping in, Rob Refsnyder. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. This one skied out toward right. Here comes Brantley, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder. Digging in and looking for more, Rob Farr.
Rob Farr.
Here comes the first pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Conforto going back on it at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Farr takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He comes across to score, and they lead now by 4.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Digging in once again, Rob Farr. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. Ground ball left side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the end, it's a run on 2.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. So coming to the plate, Rob Farr comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season.
Rob Farr.
First offering on its way. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, Dero, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Henry Ibarra.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Farr stands at second with no outs. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Dero, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
And now the runner's trying for third. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. So next to the plate for the Royals, Rob Farr. First offering on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. Throw won't get him.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Digging in the switch hitter, Henry Ibarra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 2-2. Missed with a breaking ball. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And he'll get in there safely.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Trying to pick things up where he left off.
Rob Farr, 2 for 2 with a pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield.
Stepping up now, Francisco Mejia. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Right. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first. Ready once again, Rob Farr. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
So here's the Royals DH, Henry Ibarra. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And before the 3-2, a move to first. And the runner back safely. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Culberson on to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. 6-1 the final tally today. The Cleveland Indians used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
A player is called to question by his manager on his base running of late. The manager has in fact called the player in to give him a vote of confidence. Having had a little perverse fun with the young speedster, the manager strikes a jovial tone. He checks that the player understands what a green light means and doesn't mean. Even the best bag snatchers need to know when to exercise restraint. Satisfied that the player can be trusted with the responsibility, the manager grants him a standing green light to bolt. A dominating hitter gets a call from his representative.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. Oakland attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Eric Skoglund gets the ball for the Royals in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, it's awfully tough in today's game when your strikeout to walk ratio is less than even. Too many balls are put in play, plus you add that with the base on balls. That just shows me one thing. He doesn't have that one solid out pitch that he can get somebody out with.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Rob Farr. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rob Farr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. This is line to left. Robinette will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Henry Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Stop weakly to the left. Reined. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And here's Renato Nunez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Gone down the line. And there's his first base hit in this one.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down.
Digging in now, Henry Sanchez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Working for the punch-out. Spring hits this one hard the other way. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up no runs on. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
That's a strike. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Farr. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. A great shot there. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.